They say age is just a number, but once you turn 80, something changes. Not just in your body, but in your mind, your relationships, even your daily routines. In this video, we'll explore 5 powerful changes that happen after 80, whether you like it or not. Some will surprise you, and the last one might just change the way you see growing older forever. So stick around. You'll want to hear this. Welcome back to ElderlyClever, your gentle companion on this journey through aging gracefully, joyfully, and wisely. If you or someone you love is stepping into their 80s or already there, this video is just for you. We'll walk through 5 real, heartfelt changes that many people notice after crossing this remarkable age milestone. Let's begin with the first one. 1. The body starts speaking louder, subtle becomes significant. When we were younger, the body was like a quiet companion, carrying us through long days, restless nights, and busy routines with barely a complaint. But once we cross the age of 80, something begins to shift. The body starts to speak up, not in shouts, but in whispers that are impossible to ignore. You might notice that your knees don't quite trust the stairs the way they used to, or that your hands take just a bit longer to open that stubborn jar. Even a short walk down the hallway can feel more tiring than it used to. These small changes might seem insignificant to others, but to you, they're a daily reminder that the body is evolving. This is not weakness. This is wisdom in motion. At 80, your body is not failing you. It's talking to you. It's telling you what it needs: rest, gentleness, patience, and above all, respect. One of the most common physical changes is reduced muscle mass and joint flexibility. Things like arthritis or stiffness become more noticeable. You might find yourself needing more time to get up in the morning, or a longer recovery after a day of light gardening or shopping. Your body is also less forgiving with food and activity. That slice of cake you used to enjoy guilt-free might now cause digestive issues, or bending to tie your shoelaces might take more focus than before. But here's the important truth: you still have power. In fact, this awareness gives you a unique ability to respond with care. Start with gentle movement. A short walk, light stretches, or even chair exercises can do wonders. Moving a little each day is like telling your body, "I still appreciate you." Listen to your limits. If something feels too heavy or too far or too much, let it be. This is not giving up, it's growing wise. Nourish intentionally. Your body now thrives on simple, nutrient-rich meals. Think soups, soft fruits, fiber-rich vegetables, and lean proteins. Hydration, too, becomes more essential than ever. And perhaps most importantly, don't be afraid to ask for help. There's dignity in recognizing when your body needs support, whether it's using a cane, asking a neighbor to help carry groceries, or installing a handle in the bathroom. These are signs of strength, not surrender. I've spoken with many people in their 80s and beyond, and nearly all of them say the same thing. I wish I had paid attention to these signs earlier. Because when you respect your body at 80, it can still serve you beautifully. It may not run, jump, or bend like it once did, but it still hugs, walks, smiles, and dances in its own gentle way. So the next time your knees creak or your back sighs, listen. That's your body's way of saying, "I'm still here. Be kind to me, and I'll carry you further." 2. Sleep becomes a puzzle, but also a portal. You lie down at night, hoping for deep, restful sleep, but your eyes stay open longer than they used to. Or perhaps you drift off quickly, only to wake up at 3 a.m., staring at the ceiling in the quiet dark. If you've turned 80, or are caring for someone who has, this might sound familiar. Sleep, which once came easily, now arrives in fragments. But here's the truth: this change is natural, and it doesn't mean something is wrong. As we age, our internal clock, called the circadian rhythm, begins to shift. The body produces less melatonin, the hormone that helps regulate sleep, and our sleep cycles become lighter and shorter. It's not uncommon to wake up multiple times at night, to feel sleepy earlier in the evening, or to nap during the day. But let me offer a comforting thought. Sleep after 80 is not broken. It's simply different. And when we understand that, we stop fearing the night and start working with it. Let's look at how sleep changes and what you can do about it. 1. Lighter, shorter. Sleep is normal. You may no longer get 8 hours straight, and that's okay. Your body may prefer shorter bursts, followed by brief awakenings. Don't panic if you wake up during the night. Instead, accept it gently. Keep the lights low. Avoid looking at the clock and, if needed, do something calming like listening to soft music or gentle breathing. 2. Naps can help, but keep them short. A daytime nap can boost your energy, focus, and even your mood. But keep it to 20 to 30 minutes, and avoid napping too late in the day. This way, you won't disrupt your night's sleep. 3. Limit stimulants and screens in the evening. Caffeine, even from tea or chocolate, can linger in your system for hours. And bright screens, TVs, tablets, even phones, can interfere with melatonin production. Try dimming the lights an hour before bed. A warm bath, a soft book, or a little prayer or reflection can calm the mind and prepare the body for rest. 4. Make your bedroom a sleep sanctuary. The bedroom should feel like a safe, peaceful space. Comfortable pillows, warm blankets, and soft night lighting can make all the difference. Keep the temperature cozy and remove distractions. You deserve a restful space that welcomes you each night. 5. Talk to your doctor. If needed, sleep disorders like sleep apnea, restless legs, or certain medications can affect your sleep. If something feels off, don't hesitate to speak with a healthcare provider. Solutions do exist, and you're not alone. Remember, sleep at 80 may be lighter, but it can still be restful. It's not about the number of hours, but the quality of those hours. Some elders even say they dream more now than ever before. Gentle, vivid dreams that bring peace, memories, and sometimes clarity. So when the night feels long, don't feel discouraged. Instead, treat sleep like a wise friend, one who has changed with age, but still comes bearing comfort. 3. Friendships begin to matter more than ever. When you're younger, your world is full of people. Colleagues, neighbors, busy family gatherings, children running around, phones ringing. But after 80, that world begins to quiet down. And in that quiet, something truly beautiful starts to happen. You begin to value the people who really matter. Friendship, at this stage of life, is no longer about popularity or social events. It's about connection, comfort, and conversation. A phone call from an old friend, a visit from a neighbor, or a warm conversation over tea can bring more joy than any party ever could. But it's also true that after 80, friendship becomes more fragile. Some of your closest companions may no longer be around. Others may have moved far away or become less communicative. And sometimes, that silence can feel heavy. So how do we handle that shift? 1. Recognize that loneliness is common, but not permanent. Loneliness is one of the most common emotional experiences for people over 80. But it's important to remember, feeling lonely doesn't mean you're alone forever. It just means your heart still wants to connect. And that's a good thing. It means you're still alive, still open. Start small. A smile to a stranger on a walk. A phone call to an old acquaintance. Even sending a birthday card or asking for help with a chore can spark the beginning of a new bond. 2. Old friends are gold, but new ones can surprise you. Sometimes, we believe that deep friendship only comes from decades of history. But after 80, even a new friend, someone you meet at a community center, a church gathering, or even online, can become deeply meaningful. Why? Because both of you are at a stage in life where honesty and depth come naturally. So don't hesitate to reach out. That woman you always see at the grocery store? The man down the street who walks his dog every morning? You'd be amazed at how many people are quietly waiting for someone to simply say hello. 3. Stay in touch, even when it's hard. Sometimes, your friends may not reach out first. That doesn't mean they don't care. Maybe they're struggling too, so take the lead. Send the message, make the call, write the letter. It may brighten their day even more than yours. And if they don't respond, don't take it personally. Aging affects everyone differently. Keep your heart open to others. 4. Grow where you are planted. If you live in a senior community, assisted living home, or even just a quiet neighborhood, participate. Join a card game, sit in the garden, attend a group lunch. These small steps can lead to conversations, laughter, and unexpected joy. At 80, friendship may take more effort, but it also brings deeper rewards. It's no longer about quantity, but quality. A single trusted friend can bring more comfort than a crowd of casual companions. So if you're feeling alone, Please remember, there are people waiting to know you, and the best friend you ever had may still be out there. 4. Memory plays tricks, but wisdom becomes clearer. Now, what was I just about to say? Where did I put my glasses? Why did I walk into this room? If you've said these phrases recently, or heard them from someone you love who's over 80, you're not alone. As the years go on, the memory begins to shift. Names slip away, small details vanish, and you may find yourself repeating stories. And while this can be frustrating, even a little scary, here's something important to understand. Memory may blur, but wisdom sharpens. You see, short-term memory, the part that remembers where you left your keys or what you had for dinner last night, can fade with age. But long-term memory, and especially emotional memory, stays strong. You might forget a name, but you'll remember how that person made you feel. You may forget what you were about to do, but you'll never forget the lessons life taught you along the way. 1. Memory loss is a natural part of aging, but not the end of mental strength. After 80, your brain is like a library that's been adding books for decades. Sometimes, it just takes a little longer to find the right shelf. A slight delay doesn't mean you're losing intelligence. It just means your mind is full of history. And like any great archive, it takes time to navigate. Simple tools like sticky notes, a wall calendar, or setting reminders on a phone can make daily life smoother. Don't feel embarrassed to use these. It's not weakness. It's wisdom in practice. 2. Stay mentally active. Keep the mind dancing. Engage your brain daily. Crosswords, reading, music, puzzles, writing letters, or even learning something new. These small habits help keep the mind agile. And don't underestimate conversation. Just talking with a friend, a grandchild, or a neighbor stimulates memory and emotional strength. Even telling your favorite old stories, yes, even if you've told them 100 times, helps keep those memory pathways strong and alive. 3. Don't fear forgetting. Embrace remembering what truly matters. There's a kind of freedom that comes with aging. You begin to forget things that no longer serve you. Regrets, old arguments, outdated worries. In return, you gain clarity. You remember love more than anger. You focus on peace more than pressure. You seek truth more than trends. In many ways, your 80s are a time when wisdom finally overtakes noise. You may not remember the name of the actor in that movie from the 60s, but you'll remember the moment you watched it, who you were with, and the way it made you feel. 4. Connect with loved ones. Let them be your memory too. There's no shame in needing reminders or help. Your children, your spouse, your friends, they are not just part of your life. They are part of your memory. Let them in. Let them carry a piece of it when yours gets heavy. So when your memory plays tricks on you, smile gently. Because while the details may slip, your wisdom, your insight, your life story becomes sharper, more valuable, and more beautiful than ever. 5. You start to see what truly matters and let go of the rest. There's a quiet moment in your 80s when you realize you no longer need to rush. You no longer need to impress. You no longer need to hold on to things that once seemed so important. Because now you see life with new eyes. Once you turn 80, something shifts deep within. It's not sadness. It's not defeat. It's clarity. You begin to understand what really matters, and just as importantly, what doesn't. 1. You start letting go of the noise. In your younger years, you may have worried about how you looked, how successful you were, whether others approved of you, or how clean your house was before guests arrived. But now, that noise starts to fade. You realize that peace matters more than perfection, that presence matters more than performance. You stop wasting energy on gossip, arguments, or bitterness that you carried for years, and start choosing calm instead. Letting go isn't giving up. It's growing up into your fullest, freest self. 2. You cherish the people who stay after 80. The people who are still around are the ones who truly care. The friends who check in. The grandchildren who sit close and listen. The neighbors who bring soup when you're not feeling well. These are the treasures. You no longer feel the need to please everyone. Instead, you pour your energy into the people who matter. And they, in turn, pour their love right back into you. Even if you've lost people along the way, their love stays. And sometimes, Their memory brings more peace now than their presence ever did before. 3. You find joy in small things. A warm cup of tea, a bird on the windowsill, sunlight falling across the floor, a grandchild's laughter. These are the moments that become rich with meaning. You no longer chase the big achievements, you treasure the quiet blessings. A good day's rest, a short walk, a deep breath. Life becomes simpler, and in that simplicity, it becomes more beautiful than ever before. 4. You accept what is and stop fighting what you can't control. There's a soft wisdom that arrives with age. You no longer waste energy trying to fix everything. You don't panic over wrinkles or aches or gray hair. You embrace them. They're proof that you've lived. You learn to forgive more easily, yourself, others, even life itself. You stop asking, "Why me?" And you start saying, "Thank you for everything." So, if you're in your 80s or nearing them or caring for someone who is, take heart. This stage of life is not a decline. It's a deepening. You're not fading, you're focusing. Not disappearing, but distilling. Not growing weaker, but wiser. And in this final chapter, you get to choose how the story goes. With love, with grace, with presence. At 80, the fog clears, and the truth of life finally comes into view. It was never about being perfect. It was always about being real, being kind, and being here. If you found this video comforting or insightful, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Share it with someone who's walking the same path. And don't forget to subscribe to ElderlyClever, where every video is made with care for you, your journey, and your joy. Let us know in the comments, what has aging taught you so far?